Hi, my name is Catherine Edwards. We're going to do a quick session today with some stretches for the legs. This will be really good for those of you who are running, hiking, doing a lot of activity that involves walking those leg muscles. We're going to go ahead and get started standing mountain pose at the top of your mat. Toby's already gone straight for down dog. Maybe that's Shavasana. Whatever you want to do is cool too, but if you're joining me, inhale, take the arms up overhead. Exhale with a flat back, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Take it back into your plank. Hold here for the inhale. Hold here for the exhale. One more inhale. On your exhale, lower down. Inhale, either cobra or up dog. Exhale, push it back into your downward facing dog. Go ahead and pedal the legs out here. You can be warming up those calf and hamstring muscles. You can bend one knee and the other. Should feel a good stretch here for the calves, waking them up. One more breath playing around. And then I encourage you, take a deep bend of the knees. Find that length through the spine, lifting those hips up high, pressing the palms firmly into the mat, pushing the floor away. And when you have that spine stretched out long, you can play with trying to get those heels to the floor. One more breath here. On the next exhale, reach that right leg up. Go ahead and take some ankle circles. You're welcome to stack the hips, find that side body stretch. And then coming back to your three-legged down dog, step that right foot through, setting up for a low lunge. Back knee will come down. You're welcome to put a little padding there if you like. Arms come up overhead. And then come forward into a runner's lunge. You'll find a little hip flexor stretch here. Hands could either be on the top of the right thigh, maybe even coming down to the mat. One more breath. And then coming for half splits, bring the hips back. You're welcome for that right heel to slip forward a little. Find that chest reaching forward over that right leg. Find that stretch for the right hamstring. Go ahead and come back to that deep breathing. Deep breaths remind our muscles that it's okay and safe for them to lengthen. One more breath. You're welcome on the next exhale. Maybe come just a little deeper, chest reaching forward over that leg. And go ahead and bend that front knee again, coming back into your low lunge. And then hands will come back, framing that front foot, stepping back. There's an optional vinyasa, or you're welcome to go straight to a down dog. And from down dog, inhale, lift that left leg. Do the ankle circles, loosen that up. And go ahead and stack the hips, finding a nice side body stretch through the left side. And then coming back into your three-legged down dog. On the next exhale, step that left foot through, low lunge, other side. Right knee down, arms come lifted overhead. And then we'll set up for that lunge, bringing those hips forward, finding that hip flexor stretch for that right side. Hands are either on the top of the thigh, maybe coming down to the mat. One more breath here. And then taking it back into your half splits, hips will be coming back. Let that left heel fall forward. Chest will be reaching over that left leg, finding that hamstring stretch on the left side. Again, deep breathing here. Maybe use each exhale to just release a little deeper in this stretch. One more breath. And go ahead, bend that front leg. Arms will sweep up over again. Low lunge, one breath here. Bring those hands back down to the mat. Go ahead and step back to your plank. Optional vinyasa or go straight to down dog. On the next inhale, lift that right leg again. Exhale, step it outside the right foot. Back knee comes down, setting up for lizard. We're finding an inner hip stretch here. This might be enough, or you're able to let that right knee fall open towards the right. Inner arch of the foot will lift up. Maybe you go onto one forearm, maybe both, your choice. If you have blocks, you could also bring the blocks under your forearms, bring that floor a little closer to you. Hold here for 3 deep breaths. Pet Toby while you're at it. He loves his belly rubs. 1 more breath. And go ahead, bring yourself back up. You can bring that sole of the foot back down on the mat. And then setting up for a twisted monkey, bring that right arm all the way up and over. You can bend that back knee. If you're able to grab that foot, go ahead and grab it. You can press in, finding that quad stretch for your left side. If not, if that's not accessible, bend the knee. Just find yourself opening up that front right shoulder, and you'll be reaching towards the back of your mat. 1 more breath here. Go ahead, release, untangle yourself. Hands back to the mat, stepping back into your plank. Optional vinyasa, or you can go to down dog. On the next inhale, lift that left leg. Exhale, step it through. Outside the left hand, back leg comes down, setting up lizard other side. Again, you can stay here if you're getting a stretch for that inner left hip. Otherwise, allow that knee to fall open. That left inner foot is coming up off the floor. Maybe you come down to 1 or both forearms, your choice. Maybe you're using the blocks to help. Wherever you're finding that stretch, go ahead and stay for a few more breaths, using that deep breathing to really release. If you have a Toby, go ahead and give him some love. On the next inhale, go ahead, press yourself back up to your hands. Sole of the foot will be back on the mat, setting up for our twisted monkey. That left arm comes up and over. Bend that back knee. You're either going to be reaching towards the back of the mat, or if you have flexibility, you could grab that back foot, bringing it in, finding that quad stretch on the right side. Hold here for a few more breaths. Go ahead, release, unravel yourself, stepping back into your plank. You're welcome to go to down dog or move through the vinyasa. And on the next exhale, walk those feet towards your hands. You're going to stay here in your ragdoll forward fold. Hands might be right on the mat. Maybe you're grabbing your elbows. Invite a little sway side to side. Maybe you're still bending and straightening the knees, working those muscles in the backs of the legs. And then gently roll up to stand, stacking one vertebrae on top of the other. Eventually making your way to a mountain pose. Chest open, shoulders behind the back, reaching up tall through the crown of the head, finding that alignment. Go ahead and step the right leg back. You're coming into a high lunge here. Arms will lift up overhead. That back heel is lifted. Weight evenly balanced between the legs. If you're a little shaky, you can either shorten or widen that stance. Find a stable base for yourself. And then we're going to take a vinyasa here. On your exhale, you're going to straighten out that front leg, coming into a modified pyramid. Arms coming to airplane mode. Inhale, sweep the arms back up. Exhale, take it down, pyramid. Inhale, rebend the front knee, lifting up. 2 more. Exhale, take it forward. Chest reaching over that front leg. Inhale, finding that length. Once more, exhale, come modified pyramid. And inhale, take it back up. Go ahead and move to a twist. Your left hand is coming behind, right arm reaching to the front of the mat. You can take that right hand down, coming into easy twist here, using your right hand, pushing the floor away, opening up that front chest. Excellent. Go ahead, release that left hand back down, step it back to your plank. Again, there's the optional vinyasa, or you could go straight to a down dog. On the next exhale, walk the feet towards the hands. Stay here for a forward fold, 2 more breaths. And then roll up to stand. Eventually making your way back to mountain pose, top of your mat, standing tall. Go ahead and step the left leg back, coming into your high lunge. Arms lifting up overhead, back heel is lifted. And then setting up for that vinyasa again with our pyramid. On the exhale, you'll straighten out that front leg, torso coming down, chest reaching over, finding that hamstring stretch. Inhale, rebend the front knee, lifting up tall. Again, exhale, straighten the front leg, arms coming by your sides. Inhale, take it up, finding that length. Once more, exhale, straighten the front leg, coming forward for that stretch. Inhale, reaching up tall. We'll do 1 more. Exhale, modified pyramid. Find that hamstring stretch. And again, coming back to your high lunge, lengthening through the upper body. Moving to our twist, that right hand comes behind, left arm reaching towards the front of the mat. Go ahead and let that left hand come down to the floor, right hand reaching to the sky, finding that twist. 1 breath here. Right hand will come back down to the mat, stepping back to your plank. Optional vinyasa. You're always welcome to go back to down dog, maybe even child's pose. From down dog, on the exhale, walk the feet back to the top of the mat. Stay here in your forward fold. Give your head a little nod or shake. Allow that to let go. And again, we'll slowly roll up to standing. Coming back up tall, finding yourself back in your mountain pose. We'll do a few more stretches. You can come facing to the side of your mat, setting yourself up for a wide leg forward fold. Feet are maybe about 1 leg's distance apart. Toes are parallel or very slight internal rotation. And with the flat back, go ahead and come down for your forward fold. Hands might be resting on the mat just below your head. Maybe they're coming behind your calves or your ankles. Wherever they are, you can go ahead and let your head hang heavy. Give it a little shake. And then bring your hands, if they're not already, just on the mat below your head. And you're going to bend one knee and then the other. So we're stretching the inner hips here. You're welcome to move at your own pace. Just gently opening one side and then the other. Bring yourself back to center. 1 more breath in this wide leg stretch. And you can lift yourself back up to standing, heel toe the feet together, coming back to your mountain pose. Go ahead and sit down on the mat. Take just a few stretches here. Lying back, starting up with the knees pointed up. You can take that right foot coming to that figure 4 stretch, right ankle over the left thigh, threading the needle, bringing those hands behind the left thigh, interlacing and pulling in. You'll find a nice outer hip stretch. You might have the option to use your right forearm against that right thigh, pushing out a little bit. See if that gives you a better stretch. Hold for 2 more breaths here. Pulling in to the extent comfortable, feeling that hip open up. 1 more breath. Go ahead and release that and switch sides, bringing that left ankle to the right thigh. Threading the needle, interlacing fingers behind, pulling that leg in. Again, you could use that left forearm pressing into the left thigh, open up that hip. One more breath. Go ahead and release. You can bring your feet on the floor. Bring the soles of the feet together, knees out wide. This is Supta Baddha Konasana, one of my favorite poses. One hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. You're welcome to close the eyes. Come back to your breathing. Notice your body cooling down. Notice the difference you feel between now and the start of the session. And you can feel your breath rising with the inhale, your chest, your ribs, your stomach. On the exhale, letting that all go, reversing that motion. Take 3 more deep breaths here. Just enjoying the sense of grounded connection with the earth. Noticing your breath and checking in with your body. Go ahead and use your hands underneath your knees. Bring them back together. And roll over to the side. Use your hands to press up, coming back to a comfortable seated position. Thank you very much for sharing this practice with me today. Namaste.